Hi everyone, and welcome to today's class. My name is Teacher Will. For those of you who don't know me, I'm from the United States, and I've been teaching here in Verbling for a couple of months. And today we're going to be doing exam English. So specifically, I'm going to be talking about the CAE exam. That's the Advanced for the Cambridge English Proficiencies. That's the framework I'm using, but the same techniques and strategies apply to many exams. So if you're doing the IELTS or TOEFL or anything, it's the same idea. We're doing a lot of speaking today, so I'll tell you guys just a little strategy, maybe things you want to do, and then it's just speaking, speaking, speaking. So a lot of talking practice. And we already have a couple people, some familiar faces, some new people. Let's see, SN, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good morning.
Morning, it's good to see you again.
Thank you.
Mauro, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Good morning, Will. How are you?
I'm doing well.
What's the weather in Barcelona?
I'll show you guys. Look at that. Beautiful weather in Barcelona today. Nice and sunny. It's getting cold though.
Yeah, a little bit colder. Yeah.
Not as warm as it was before. And Kasia, am I saying your name correctly?
Hi, Kasia.
Kasia.
Then it's more proper, yes.
Okay, and is this your first time on Verbling, or just your first time with me?
It's my first time with you, if I can say it this way.
Okay.
And my first week with Verbling, so I'm still new here.
All right, getting to know the site. Very cool. How do you like it so far?
Oh, it's very nice. I have now still last week of vacation, so I have plenty time for practicing English.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm using this as much as I can right now.
Yeah, that's good to happen. What's on your picture? What is that? A city, a specific city, or?
Yep, it's Vancouver.
Ah, very nice. Are you from Vancouver, or is that just a place?
No, I'm from Poland, but my fiance is from Canada, and I visited him a few years ago.
Very cool.
There.
Let's see, Antonio, can you hear me?
Yes, clearly.
Good to see you again. And I'm sorry.
It's my second time with you. With your class.
I like to think of you as the mystery man because all I see is a little black box for your profile.
I am the black box.
Yeah.
I'm pupil.
Man in Black.
Yeah.
That's
black. You and I are like Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones with the pistols and sunglasses.
I don't know what happened, but with my photograph, because I have a photograph on Google Plus, and I don't know.
I think it's cool. It adds like mystery. Like, who is this Antonio man? I just know his voice.
I know the mystery, man. Very normal.
That's what all of the mystery men say. One day I'll find out.
I'm not sure about it.
All right, and Anastasia, are you there?
Hi, how are you?
It's good to see you again. I'm doing well. It's kind of, I like that. It's like Anastasia's like the color with the flowers and Tweety Bird, and then Antonio's the black box mystery man. Those are the two pictures I have next to each other.
Two opposites.
Exactly. So, before we get started, just want to share two resources with you. I think some of you have this, but just in case you don't. First is my Facebook profile that has my class information. I post when I'm going to teach there. And I also put language learning tips on there. So there's one post a day, either help for learning or saying that I'm going to do a class. And the second is Verbling profile. So if you ever have any questions, just type me a message on there. If you want private tutoring, you can do that there. So that's my little bit. Now we get to you guys. So first thing we're going to talk about is, well, the first thing you do anywhere, introductions. So let me just screen share something with you very quickly. And here we go. A quick overview of the CAE speaking test. Again, that's Cambridge Advanced. And this is the same for firsts or proficiency. It's the same format. We have 4 bits: interview, long term, two-way discussion, and three-way discussion. And right now we're going to do the interview. So what this happened is it's about 3 minutes. This is the important thing you need to know. And this is just the getting to know you questions. So this is the interview talking to you. You know, they'll say something like, "Hi, my name is Will. This is my colleague," because someone else is going to be in the room. And your names are blah, blah, blah. And then they ask you questions such as this. So, tell me where you come from. Do you enjoy studying English? Do you have any hobbies or interests? And why are you preparing for the advanced TOEFL, etc. exam? So, questions before we do this. How do we want to answer these questions? Do you think we want to give long answers? Do we want to give short answers? Just say yes and no? What's the strategy here?
Just general short answers to these questions, I guess.
Okay.
Well, it's if they're like, you know, just like where you're from, like, you know, not very long answer. I guess there will be some other question which you should explain more in details. But I think these questions is like general question.
So if I say, do you enjoy studying English, then you say,
Okay, in this question, sure, I will explain like why I learning English and what kind of reason for that. But you know, but for the question, for example, what's your name and like where do you live? Like I cannot like you know tell, you know, make up new information. So, but,
Okay.
yeah, in this type of question, should I also will give some details. Yeah, of course.
Okay, so I think SN highlights an important thing. Is you don't want to force the answer. Like if someone just says, "What's your name?" You're not going to be like, "Oh, my name is SN. Its origins come from Africa 5,000 years ago." Blah, blah, blah. Like,
Yeah, kind of like that. That's what I mean.
but you do want to give more than just the like if someone says, "Do you enjoy studying English?" You don't just say yes. Because this is one of the sections where you can gain extra points. So if you give, I don't know, and I say this number, it doesn't mean anything, maybe like a 15 to 30 second answer. Someone says, "Tell me about where you come from." And I say, "I'm from New Jersey. It's the best state in the United States. It's right next to New York. It's known as the Gulf."
State.
It's not the best.
It's the
No.
best state in the United
It is not.
I'm the teacher here. I'm the teacher here. You don't know about New Jersey.
Okay, we're just kidding.
No, I'm not kidding. It's not the
You're
best
not kidding.
one.
No, I know you're not.
Okay.
But the important thing is that you understand that New Jersey is the best. I mean, that you want to give more than the bare minimum answer. So we'll do that with some practice. And just to make sure, Joe, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. Hello, Will.
Wonderful. Hi, Joe. And is this your first time on Verbling or just your first time? No, we've had each other before.
Yeah, we met in the last class. It was
Did you
like
train-
1 week ago.
Yeah. No, I'll never forget that Assassin's Creed picture.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, and back to tips. So we have offer more than just the bare minimum. So again, and I say here, it's the North Point USA. It's a lovely place. Blah blah. The best state. Woo! And then offer an example. So if someone says, "Why are you preparing for the CAE?" You say, "Because it's part of my job. It's part of my appraisal, blah, blah, blah." But give us something to work with. Give us a concrete statement or something. So I'm going to shut up now, and you guys speak. So we'll start with the first question. And I think the important thing is to notice the way this is phrased. So if I say, "Where are you from?" or if I say, "Tell me about where you come from," tell me about I'm asking, I'm inviting an explanation. So SN, tell me about where you come from.
I'm from Turkey and I live in Istanbul, and I think it's the best city in Turkey, also in Europe.
Very cool. Maybe give me just like a little bit more, 1 or 2 sentences. So it's the best. It's not the New Jersey of Turkey, but
As far as I know, Istanbul has the biggest population in Europe, and also it's the 5th largest city in the world.
Very cool. And Mauro, tell me about where you come from.
Well, I come from Rome. I was born in Rome, but I've been living in Madrid since 2000, more or less, for working here. But well, the difference between Madrid and Rome is not very important because between Italian and Spanish on Spaniards, it's depend on the if you are British or American, is not is quite little. It's invisible because we share traditional, we share food, we share culture, and so on. Well, my Rome is a nice place. To be honest, it's a nice town. Very no in the world. It's a Caput Mundi, and I think it's a little bit chaotic for traffic and transportation system. Transportation is awful, but I think the problem Rome is it's impossible to building an underground, for example, because when start construct underground, they found the ruins of, I don't know, the building of Neron, the building of the Empire. It's a problem. I think. Well, I prefer Madrid because it's very quiet city, a very good system of transportation with tube, with overground and the underground system, and well, I don't feel the difference. I don't feel stranger here. Well, this is my opinion about Rome and Madrid.
All right, very cool. And Kasia, tell me about where you come from.
I come from Poland, exactly from a small city, Czechowice-Dziedzice. It's around 35,000 population. But here I'm since 4 or 5 years. Before I lived even in smaller village. It was around 8,000 people. And truth be told, it's nothing too much to say about these places because we have some cultural places here, like cinema, culture house, where it's like some concert or something like this, and it's really hard to say something more about this.
No. So and this is an important thing, is if you feel like you're really forcing information out, that's a good sign that you have to stop. So you don't need to give like a big answer. Just saying where you're from, maybe 3-4 extra sentences or facts. I don't know the population of my city, but I can say, oh, like I live on the beach, it's awesome, it's really close to mountains, they have these different cultures there, blah blah blah. Like you don't want to force things out because you're probably going to start talking too much, and honestly, you might start making errors if you're really forcing yourself to do things there. So
yes, exactly.
Just
because as you saw, it started to be like I'm pushing too much myself to find something, and then it's very visible that it's not too much natural.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
As you said, made mistake.
So, all right, yeah. It's not too long, not too short. It's all about finding that balance.
Will, please, sorry, may I interrupt?
Question.
Is better that the interviewer interrupt you than you interrupt yourself? I mean, it's better that you or an interview, CIA test interviewer interrupt during the test. It's better.
I don't know that you interrupt yourself a lot. You can correct yourself if you hear yourself saying something, but if the interviewer interrupts you, it means they have all the information they need. it can mean you're talking, or like you're talking a lot, but normally it's just saying like, okay, I heard what I need because it's a test. So they're looking for specific things, and if they interrupt you, just be like, okay, move on to the next thing.
Okay.
My guess is it might mean you're talking too much.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Will.
So, excuse me, so it's fine when I will stop, yes? So, if examinator will still will be willing to listen to me, but I have nothing more to say from obvious reasons, because it's like hard to say something about this place, and it's then fine, yes? It shouldn't be like a problem then.
No, and you can be like, I come from this place. Like, if you live in the middle of a farm, or if you live in the desert, you can be like, I live in the desert. There's really not a lot going on. There's a lot of sand, and it's hot, but I don't have much more to say about that.
Exactly.
I think they're going to understand. Like,
Yes, yes.
it's do what
Okay.
you can with what you. Be honest.
Thank you.
Let's get some more speaking going. Joe, you ready? Your
Here I
microphone's
am.
on mute.
Yeah,
All right,
sure.
Joe, tell me about where you come from.
I come from Egypt, land of Pharaoh. Talk about my country. I will talk about the beautiful aspects. We got a lot of lakes here in Egypt, in the middle of the desert. You can imagine palms and clean water in middle of nowhere. We also have the Red Sea, and we have a beautiful undersea life. We have, as we had, as I saw, I believe it was one of the best coral marine in the whole world. And also we have the Nile, and especially in some places in Egypt, you cannot see the other land, the other part of the land, from how much it's wide and large.
Cool.
Right.
All right. Very good.
That's it.
I think that's a perfect balance. There's a couple information and yes, that's it. All right, Antonio. Tell me where you come from. Tell me about where you come from. Excuse me.
Well, I'm from Almeria, a little city of the southeast of Spain, or in the southeast of Spain. I love the beaches of my province. The weather is wonderful all the year.
Very cool. Short, sweet, and I know about Almeria. And I should go sometime. Anastasia, tell me about where you come from.
I came from Kazakhstan. Well, Kazakhstan is in Central Asia. Before it was a part of USSR. So I live there right now. This is, well, it's not the most perfect place where I want to live, but it's not so bad.
All right. Very cool. And again, I think I have some information, but it's not too long. And Marina, can you hear me?
Yes, hello everyone.
And
My name is.
Oh, sorry. Continue.
Okay, should I answer the same question as Anastasia just did?
Yeah, and we have. Well, my first question is this your first time on Verbling, or?
No, it's not my first time on Verblin, but it's first time in this class with you.
Okay. Okay. Well, it's good to have you here. Yeah, let's go. And we have some more questions. Again, just reviewing. This is a typical first exam question. It's just tell me about where you come from. So I think the same thing I told everyone else. You want to keep like a balanced length and just give us some information. So yeah, Marina, tell me about where you come from.
My name is Marina. I'm from Russia, from Moscow. I stayed here for 10 years, and I studied here in Moscow State University, and I love to live here. It's a very good city and with a lot of possibilities to have fun.
Very cool. All right, thank you. And is it Marina is how you say your name, correct?
Yes, right.
All right, very cool. All right, the next question, and this is not a trick question. You can be honest here. We'll start with Essen. Do you enjoy studying English?
Yes, I enjoy, and actually I enjoy a lot because if I learn English and I can meet some new people, also I can do whatever I want. So and learning English and speaking English means that uh, you can understand the rest of the world.
Very cool. And I think most people would agree with that. Now, Mauro, do you enjoy studying English?
Yes, sure. I enjoy studying English, and I think it's a good way to open your mind with another language. I am bilingual, Italian Spanish, and I want to add another language and communicate with other people. And my work in my work is very important to speak English. I am a teacher, and I need to communicate with other people from all around the world.
Very cool. Arina, do you enjoy studying English?
Me?
Yes.
Yes, I love to study English. I love to speak with people, to share cultures, cuisine, different features, and I love to communicate with new people from around the world.
Very cool. Kasia, do you enjoy studying English?
I didn't at all in the past, but it's changed with time when I noticed how learning this language is opening world. Yes, literally opening world, and how many new people you can meet. And also now probably most likely my future will be connected with living abroad. So in English language countries, so I really even have to know this language now very well. So yes, and I enjoy.
Very cool. And this sounds repetitive because we have, what is this? We have 7 people in class. In the actual exam, it's usually 2 or 3 people. So you won't hear 6 other people answer the question, but just I think for the sake of this class and this exercise, I'm trying to vary the question a little bit. But this is going to be the same. Very good, though. Very good answer, though. And Joe, do you enjoy studying English?
Yes, sure. Especially here in Verbling, because the teacher are natives, and I believe this it's the way I should learn English from the people who speaks the native language.
Yeah, I think it's very important too. Helps learn good habits.
Exactly, and I think I'm actually learning the correct accent.
There you go. New Jersey accent. That's the accent you want to
And for me, it's good.
Perfect. Antonio, do you enjoy studying English?
Yes, I enjoy very much because it's a very good way to communicate with people all around the world, and also is in a lot of the position of my career is a must. For this, I have to improve every day my English skills.
Very good. And Anastasia, do you enjoy studying English?
Actually, I don't really enjoy learning English. I was forced to learn English when I was a kid, and now it was just like a habit to learn English like every day. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, sure, I really
Learn English!
enjoy.
Learn English!
Yeah, no, actually, I really enjoy learning English. It just really helps me to express my thoughts in a different language and to know the different culture, to understand other people, and kind of it's fun, like take from my culture and from the other culture and make something wow, I would say.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, that's why I really enjoy learning English.
yeah, language is awesome for me. I don't know why. It's so fascinating. Okay, now we can have a question where people are going to give different responses. So, and we'll go the other way around. Oh, sorry, question on
Sorry, I
the
have a question. On the exam, like, if it's speaking exam, like I was kidding before, So is that okay to say like this, or the best way not to say?
I'm going to be honest, it's a risk, because sometimes you might make the examiner laugh, but it's like the goal again, like if they laugh or not, the goal is they're going to judge you on the language. So I don't think they will be like, oh, she made me laugh, so I'm going to give her like 10 extra points. It's the main thing is if you speak really boring, if you're a really boring person but you speak with perfect English, then they're not checking your personality here. So
yeah, because sometimes like jokes they can relax just a little bit, because sometimes when you're so nervous after that, when there is like a little bit laugh, you kind of more relaxed to talk about. Okay, I was just curious. I mean, like.
Yeah, it's be true to your personality. So if you are going to make jokes, then feel free to do that. If you don't do that normally, then don't feel forced to.
Okay, thanks.
Of course. And Diego, can you hear me?
Hello. Yes, I can hear you.
Very cool. Is this your first time on Verbling or just first time with me?
It's my second time with you.
Oh, it's just wait. Did you change your picture though?
No, it's the same picture.
What? I feel like I remember those airplanes.
I don't know, but I remember you.
What was the class we had together?
2 or 3 days ago, I think. I don't remember. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm getting old. My memory's failing me now. Well, anyway, it's good to see you again. And we had positive psychology together. Yes? And you're on mute again.
Sorry?
So we had positive psychology together. And we wrote about goals and things. Yeah.
Sorry? Could you repeat, please? I don't understand.
We had positive psychology together. That was the class. We talked about goals and things like that, yes?
No, I don't remember. I never remember my classes that I had, but I remember your face.
Okay. And I guess I didn't remember the picture. Okay, let's get back to the speaking, and we'll go the other direction this time. So, Anastasia, do you have any hobbies or interests?
Well, yes, I do have. I really like to play tennis. Usually almost time I play tennis, especially in summertime, and also like to watch tennis matches. And that is, I guess, my the main hobby.
Very cool. And Antonio, do you have any hobbies or interests?
Yes, I sometimes play paddle. It's like a tennis, but in a smaller court. And I also enjoy very much to surfing on internet, of course, attending a Verbling class.
There you go. And Diego, do you have any hobbies or interests? Diego, you're on mute still. Okay. Diego, Joe, can you hear me?
Yes.
Do you have any hobbies or interests?
Hobbies? No, actually, I don't have hobbies.
No hobbies. Okay.
Interest in old classic music, old classic movies, and for the time being, actually, those are the things that I'm interested in.
Okay, very cool. And Kasia?
Yes,
Okay.
So I have no hobbies, but I can share on 3 areas my interests. First area is like different random stuff, including listening to music, watching movies, going for a walk, walking, meeting with friends. And 2 other areas are connected with my actual and previous education. So the second area is connected with law, because I finished law, so still I have to interest in this a bit here and there, especially in taxes. And third area is connected with my actual school, so in medical area nursing. So I'm also now interested in medical stuff.
All right, very cool. And I'm hearing people make this distinction, and I see Anastasia asked the question in the chat. If I ask for hobbies or interests, I'm really just asking for things you like doing. So you don't have to say like, oh, I don't have any hobbies but I have interests, or oh, I don't have interests but I have hobbies. It's more just tell me about things that you enjoy.
Okay.
Actions, food, culture, music, blah blah blah, and all the answers are good. It's just that little bit. It's you don't need to say it. That's all.
Okay. Thank you.
And Marina, do you have any hobbies or interests?
One hobby which I love in my life it's these days. It's Spanish studying, and others hobby like I love economy. I love to read newspapers, magazines to understand analytics in financial sphere, and it's part of my job, and that's why I love it so much.
Very cool. And Mauro, do you have any hobbies or interests?
Yes, sure. The most important hobby that I have is listen to music and discovering new kind of music. I really love music. I think it's a soundtrack of my life. I love live music, all kind of music, like my classmates that speak earlier. Live music, classical music, or electronic music. I think Barcelona is a good way to listen very good music.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. You don't have to keep forcing it. It's just you like different types of music, live music, but you don't need to keep following the different paths.
Okay. I'm lost.
Lost?
Well, music and reading and cooking.
It's all right. It's perfect. Music, reading, and cooking. You explained a little bit. You don't have to give more than that. That's perfect.
Well, I shut my mouth right now.
All right. And Essen, do you enjoy? Do you have any hobbies or interests? Excuse me.
Yes, maybe I can say tango, even though I don't like moving that much. I like it. I don't know why. And also I can say my biggest hobbies are walking around the new city, maybe watching South Park with a big size fast food menu. And yes, I'm following BuzzFeed and 9gag, so they have a really good sense of humor. And yes, like everybody, traveling.
There you go. Very nice. And we couldn't hear you the first time, but are you there, Diego?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Here.
So, do you have any hobbies or interests?
Yes, I enjoy playing ping pong and listen to electronic music. Sometimes playing football and riding motorcycle. That's my hobby.
All right, very cool. And this next piece now, so very good from everyone. I think and that helps because we all know each other a little better now. So the second piece is something that is really, really strange, and you have to do it. So we're going to practice. It's called the long term. So basically, I show you a number of pictures, and you have to speak for a minute and just keep talking about the pictures. And normally there's questions. So let me just run through some tips with this very quickly. So, big thing is that the pictures will show a general theme, and the easiest way to talk is to compare and contrast them. So you want to say, this one shows happy, this one shows sad, this is black, this is white, etc. And at the end, you can also add a little personal statement. So if you need to talk about why are these jobs difficult, and it shows a teacher and a construction worker, you can say, I don't know, this is a lot of physical work, this is a lot of mental work. Personally, I think I would prefer blah. And let's show you the exam. So this is an example of something you'll see here. So the presenter will show you this picture, and they will ask you these two questions, and your job is to answer these two questions. If you start out and you just describe the pictures, that's not going to do that because you have a very small amount of time. So you really want to make sure you answer those questions, and you don't just say, in this picture, blah, blah, blah. In this picture, blah, blah, blah. You really want to focus on answering these questions, and I'm going to be vigilant and make sure you guys do that. So let's go back to the start. Anastasia, I'll give you 1 minute. I'll keep my little timer on so you can hear it. And, sorry, are there any questions before we start from anyone?
No.
Okay. So Anastasia, what do you think the people might be enjoying about learning the new skill, and how easy might it be for the people to master it?
Okay. Usually people choose learning a new skill when they are very interested in that. For example, it can be cooking, or just drawing a picture, or driving, for example. They are excited about the stuff, and sometimes it might be very easy to master the new skill, but sometimes it can be very hard to master new skills. For example, I've heard that to master something, you should work 10,000 hours per this hobby or this new skill to really master it, to be really professional at this thing. But if you want to be like maybe intermediate level of this, you should study
All right.
less.
Thank you. And that's just exactly what happened there. And I'm giving you less time because we have a lot of people, but the interviewer will say, okay, thank you, and they'll just cut you off like that. So
Yeah.
very good answering the questions, and just make sure, even just give a little example. So I think these people look like they're practicing whatever, and you mentioned all the things they're doing in the pictures. Just give like 1 or 2 specific examples, saying, like why it's difficult to learn how to paint or drive or cook, for example. Very good answering the questions. Well done. Antonio, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, now you have some new fun. Why are the people entertaining others in these different places, and how important might it be for the people to provide good entertainment? And your minute starts now.
This photo shows people entertaining other people in different situations. One of them, there is in a sport event. I suppose is in the middle or in the halftime of the match. Is a way a good moment to entertain the people. Another photo shows people doing acrobatic movements at the street. I suppose that this is for in order to get some money for the people. And the other the last one is a concert, and maybe
All right, thank you. So, I think the one thing there is that it's very difficult to talk about, I don't know, the juggling thing or whatever that was, and the concerts and cheerleading is what that other thing's called. It's difficult to specifically speak about those actions. It's not difficult to say the why and the how. So why are they entertaining? You mentioned one was for a halftime show, another was for money. I don't know, with the bottom one, you can invent something for that. But also making sure you answer that second question. How important is it for the people to provide good entertainment? So it's important in the first one because they need to keep the fans entertained. It's important in the second one because they make a living, things like that. But again, really focusing on making sure we answer the questions and not just describe the photos.
Yes, you're right.
And we'll get more practice with this. And Essen just asked if I could share the document I have, and that is a Google Doc in there. And that's got all the exam tips specifically for the CAE. And next we'll do Diego. Are you there, Diego? Microphone check, Diego. All right, we'll skip to Joe then. Joe, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, Joe. So, what do you think the people might be enjoying about learning the new skill, and how easy might it be for the people to master it? You have a minute.
I believe as long as a person is talented or actually really concerned about learning something, I believe he will be. It might be easy for him to learn the new skill, and I believe the most difficult thing to master in this picture is the one related to drawing, because if you're not talented, it will take much more time to know the techniques to how to draw a good picture. Regarding the picture of the two ladies cooking, if you're not have the good taste of food, it will be somehow difficult to learn from your teacher or your or the person who's learning you. I think the guy of the test drive of the driver, I don't think he's enjoying his job because.
All right, thank you, Joe.
Okay.
I know it's not gonna. It's always weird when you just. But we only do a minute because we have 8 people in class, and I want to make sure everyone gets a chance to speak. So I think very good what you did was you signaled the photos. You said, in the cooking photo, it might not be easy if, etc. In the drawing photo, and giving those little indicators is perfect. Maybe just the one improvement is answer the first question. What do you think they might be enjoying about it? I think you did a very good job answering that second one, and really focus or answering or signaling, excuse me, the specific photos. It was very well done. So, good job, Joe.
Okay, thank you.
Kasia, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, Kasia. Why are the people entertaining others in these different places, and how important might it be for the people to provide good entertainment?
In the first picture where we see some acrobatic actions on the street, people are doing this to earn money and to enjoy people around. On the second picture, when we see concert in theater, people are doing this to show their skills. To maybe it can be charity concerts, so they try to support some good ideas. And on the third picture, we see also some acrobatic skills which people showing there, and it's showing how good they are, their sport skills, and also to entertain some people.
All right. Thank you very much, Kasia. Okay, and I think you started, if you'd had more time, you would be able to do that. And just a tip for everyone, you can also answer both questions at the same time. So you can say, you know, in this picture, they're entertaining others to make money, and it's important because they need, this is how they put food on the table. So just a little tip there. And Marina, are you there?
Yes.
All right, Marina. How important or how easy might it be for the people to master these skills, and what do you think they might be enjoying about learning the new skill?
It's very important for some people because for them it takes for some people it takes years to be a master in the making food, like we can see in the first picture. For some people it's really difficult, somehow dangerous to start driving. For me, for example, for me it's I can't drive, but I have license. And in the third picture, we can see how people spend their maybe free time to facilitate themselves to make their life happier in some way, and to understand the other different possibilities to enjoy the life. And every new skills helps you to understand how you're good at it.
All right, thank you. And I like what you did there. You included just that little piece of personal information when you were answering. You know, like, I have a license, but I can't drive, and I'm bad at it. And I think if you had more time, you could fully answer all those questions. But that was very well done. That was a good structure for your answer. Mauro, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, Mauro. All right,
yeah.
Give me the answers.
The answer, well, undoubtedly, it's very important to show to the other people your ability. For example, I see the cheerleader for sustain his own football team or rugby team and so on. It's very important to the picture about the core, or a musician. I don't see very well from here because it's too little picture. But I think the classical music is a way to communicate, to transfer, to emotionate the other people. No, it's a very good sense of transmission. No, communicate, transmission, and emotional way to speak.
All right,
sorry.
Thank you very much, Mauro.
I'm scared.
No, don't be scared. The main thing is really, again, focusing on answering these questions. So it's going to feel a little bit like kind of a checklist, you know? It's going to be like, this one, it's important, and this is why, how, why. But if you do that, then you can talk about all that stuff. So if you answer the questions for all the pictures, and then you're like, okay, I still have time, then you can say, and this is my opinion on something. But starting with the opinion can be tricky, because then you don't answer all the questions, and you're not getting maximum points, which is the goal here. Esen, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, Esen. Why do you think people might...
Yeah. I think learning new skills is already enjoyable, but if you think that you're trying to learn has those qualifications that you need, that you improve yourself, and in every case it would be enjoyable. So in this case we have to focus on who trying to learn what. So also, they can help us in our bad times. I know it might sound a little bit weak, but it's the fact. So they can help us about that. For example, when I was trying to getting that driving lessons, it was a really big deal for me because I have a fear about that. So if I have that passion and patience, and so yes, that's all I think.
Okay, so, and you still had 5 seconds there, actually. I think the one thing I would say there is make sure you answer the questions, because you gave a lot of personal information relevant to the pictures, but we still need to hear about, okay, in the cooking picture, in the driving picture, in the painting picture, we still need to hear about these things because that is the exercise.
Yes, I know, actually, but I can't get the point because, for example, what do you think is already a personal question? What do you think? So I have to start with I think, so it's gonna be personal, you know.
And what's the subject in a sentence? What do you think? What are the next 2 words?
The people might be enjoying about learning the new skill. Okay, so I think.
Who are they asking about? So they're asking for your opinion, but about what? They're asking for your opinion about these people. And then after, it's good to provide your opinion about yourself. But you really, when they're asking, it's just following the question. That's the important thing for this. But I think that the answer was that what you said, I think, would be perfect at the end.
Okay, so I thought that we would do otherwise. So that's more clear right now.
Okay, I'm sorry if I wasn't clear about that. And okay, the next piece is the two-way discussion. And the way that works is pretty much the same thing as the one-way, but with 2 people. So you get a picture and you have to discuss it with a partner or 2 partners. So I will pull up the tips again just for that very quickly. And I think the important thing here is that you are a team. Ask your partner for his or her opinion. Don't just talk about yourself. And really listen actively. So say, that's interesting. When you say this, do you mean that? Could you explain what you mean by? If you can make this like a team conversation, that's perfect, because it really is about using the language to talk with others. And then also make sure you use things like, so in general, to sum up, are we in agreement that, give signals for where your conversation is? And you can also say, that's a good question, let me think. It's totally okay in this part to ask for time to think. But I would say the important thing is to be a team with your partner, be teammates, and you can use those little, so first I think, or that is interesting, those little pieces of language just to connect with yourself and others. So, that's all I have to say about that. Let me find some pictures for you guys to talk about. And let's see, here we go. So, the first pair will be Antonio and Joe. Are you guys ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, so I'll give you guys 2 minutes here, and your questions are, what satisfaction do people get from having things like these, and which 2 things would provide the most long-lasting satisfaction?
Okay, but actually, I don't know exactly. I don't understand how we should make the conversation. Like, I'm gonna asking him the question, he gonna reply, and then vice versa.
So you can either start with your own opinion, or you can also say, interesting, Joe, Antonio, or what do you think?
May I start?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yes. For example, people like to have some attraction for the cameras and like to be focused on her. What do you mean? What do you think about this?
I believe, I think that those people are not having a happy life because fame is not as easy as it may seem. But I believe that they are having a life full of excitement. But what do you think the people that are having fun with their family may experience if they don't, or if they get away from their families? Do you think they will find happiness in elsewhere?
Yes, I think it's very important to enjoy with the family and have a good fun with them. With what do you and what about for example to have a
Yes.
big possession, a big house? Do you think it's very satisfying?
Yes, I believe it will be satisfied as long as you have someone to share with this big place, friends, family, or even if you have an activity, beneficial activity, if you do charity, or if you.
All right, there we go. And this is difficult because you have more time. Oh, my timer's not stopping. You have more time in the actual exam, but I think that was very well done. You guys really talked together, and I got a good sense of a conversation there. So well done, guys. And
Thank you.
next we'll do Kasia and Marina. Are you there?
Yes.
All right. So we will go up to this one. So, how might people benefit from playing games like these, and how might the players be feeling?
Sorry, what we should do? Sorry, I didn't get.
Yeah, you're speaking to each other, or you're speaking with each other, I should say, and asking or answering these questions.
Okay.
May I start?
Yes.
I think that a general benefit from such kind of games like this on pictures is from one of them healthy lifestyle, like this guy from hockey team, and for other it's just relax, like playing games on TV, on computer. This is like important to have such kind of forms of relax, that we don't think about problems, stresses. We can relax us. And the third one, I don't know, I can see too well this picture. This is like at class, yes? Oh, spending time with other people. It's if I could understand this picture, it's also very helpful for people, because it's develop their horizons, their thinking.
Okay, should I continue?
Sure.
And what you think about these pictures? Do you have some other ideas?
Okay, yes. As for me, this on the first question, I would like to answer, like playing games, it's like a new life for people. They're exactly so involved in game, and sometimes they even don't feel that it's a completely they are in completely different world. And I love to see how people play hockey, and it's truly engaging. And according to this, what are they feeling? They're feeling now very fun.
No, and I think don't be afraid to actually talk there, because that's important that you like talk to each other and ask opinions. So you gave opinion and you were like, should I continue? That's a good opportunity to ask, oh, what do you think there, to avoid that silence. So we're running low on time, so very quickly going to go to remaining. I believe we have Mauro, Essen, and Anastasia. I'm going to put you guys all in one group. And how important might it be for the people to relax, and how relaxing might the situations actually be? So whenever you're ready. And this is Mauro, Essen, and Anastasia.
Okay. Well, I think it's very important that people can relax from their work. You know, every time they do a lot of hard work and they will not relax, they will have very stressful life, which is not good for health. But sometimes relaxation can be, for example, playing tennis or reading newspaper or a book, or maybe drawing pictures. So in this case, everyone should have hobby, but sometimes you should not forget that too much relaxation is not also good. You should not forget to work. So what do you think about that?
Yeah, you are. No, sorry.
No, that's okay. Go on, please.
No. Carry on.
Oh, thank you. So I think that the second picture is really a good way to relax. And he's reading a newspaper and eating his sandwich, so he can get up, he can stay away from all of this stressful stuff. But I don't agree with this first photo. It really looks like it's stressful. It doesn't like relax. And what about you, Mauro?
Well, I think the way of relaxing yourself is very different from each person. One person relaxes herself with.
All right. I'm sorry, guys, and that's again. But that was good that you asked for opinions and you gave your own information. You have more time in the actual exam. We only have an hour and a lot of people. That's all I have for you today. If you have any questions, again, you have my Facebook and Verbling profiles. I hope to see you in classes soon, and thank you so much for a wonderful class. I thought you guys did great.
Thank you all. See you soon.
Bye.
Have a nice day.
Bye, everybody.